although it had been small.
Hello, I'd like to welcome everyone back to our our third show. You earned it, now collect it on unemployment. And the first two shows have been, I think, a success. And I think we've learned a lot. The show is basically people call in. It is a live show. People call in with questions on unemployment and questions, or we also give tips on how to remember people's names. Mostly first names. There's a few last names, but they're a little iffy. So, I mean, as far as like not an extensive list of last names, but any first name you can think of, we will have. This is actually the first time we're going to do this. We're going to read a letter that we received here, and we're actually going to give you the address later in the show, because a lot of people have said that they've tried to call and it's been busy. So we'll read this letter, and then we'll maybe give the address, and then we'll put the phone number up there. You can call with questions, comments, whatever. So I'm going to read this letter first. Came from Melissa. She wrote we got it earlier this week. It says, "Dear Sam and Joel, I love the show, but I'm really depressed. I miss Tim." I'm assuming that was her ex-boyfriend. I mean, I don't have a lot of details, but I can't think of anything except him. I wish that I didn't write that letter. Right now, I feel like I would do anything to see him. I feel dumb. Gosh darn. And who is this Carrie girl? I should have said this at the beginning. I'm changing the names here because I don't want to make it, I don't want to read this on the air with the real names, because I don't know if this is what they wanted me to read this, but they did send it to me, so I figured they wanted me to read it on the air. Maybe people can help out there, can call in with suggestions. Okay, who is this Carrie girl? Is he going out with her? I don't know about myself sometimes. I'm a dumbass, and I really love Tim a lot, and I want to see him and, well, you know, do stuff with him. Stacy gave me a picture of him because she hates him, and I can't put it away. I'm so mad at myself for writing that letter. I tried to call you and tell you not to give it to him, but the phone was busy. You guys probably didn't want to talk to me. I'm so stupid. I'm so upset. Well, right there, that's not true. We do want to talk to you, but I mean, there's a lot of people calling, and we only have one phone line, so us not answering the phone doesn't mean we don't want to talk to you and we don't hate you. Okay, all I want is to be with him. I miss him so much. Sorry for complaining. I just can't complain to anyone else because they either don't know him or hate him. I went to Stacy's house Saturday night, and I got the Tim talk. I wasn't listening. Then last night, the picture fell out of my pocket, and I started to cry for like half an hour. I'm so pathetic. I bet that's what you're thinking too. Me and Stacy went downtown and met this awesome and hot guy. He's almost 19 though. It was so fun. Then we went back to his place, and well, you know, ... He's old though. Plus, I was thinking about Tim the whole time. Aaron asked me out Saturday night. I haven't answered him yet. Don't know. I mean, Stacy's in love with him, and she's my cousin. I think I need to stop taking her men away. I don't see why anyone would rather go out with me than Stacy anyway. Not like I'm not liking it or anything. I just don't know. Right back, Melissa. It says, P.S. I wish he could at least call me. I said I want to be friends. Well, Melissa, I'd like to thank you for the letter. I don't know if I really have the perfect answer. It's a tough situation with Tim there. You might want to, I mean, if you want to answer your calls, that's tough. I don't know if anyone else watching has any suggestions. Our address is on the screen. It's kind of hard to see right now. It's P.O. Box 2875, Iowa City, Iowa 52244. Thank you. So if anyone has any questions or comments or letters like Melissa, you can write to us. We'll put that up back up at the end of the show, hopefully, for other people. But now I think we're going to put the phone number up on the screen right there, 338-8456. If anyone wants to call us, questions, comments, anything, maybe some help from Melissa and Tim, whatever. So we're live. And the pictures in the back are courtesy of Target. I don't know if we can promote them on the air, but they gave us a set of about 50 or 60 pictures. Some of ambulances parked outside of Target. I'm not sure why, but 50 or 60 Target pictures, different employees, different things set up in the store, so maybe you can watch those. From the looks of the screen's a little hazy up there, but I think that, I mean, it's only our third show, so we're having a few technical difficulties. But other than that, I think things are going good, so give me a call. All right, looks like we got our first call of the day. Nice. Hello?
Yeah, is this Sam?
Yeah, how's it going?
Good, this is Dwayne.
How's it going?
Good, thanks.
I already asked you that, sorry.
Basically, I know your first couple of shows have been about unemployment benefits.
Yeah.
And I've been living in Iowa City for about 12 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I just had a question about, I know that a lot of the local organizations, like the Holiday Inn, put on types of, well, I know they have a lot of like workers working on the back with if they have like mattresses to move. Now, are those types of jobs like given to people that can't find work, do you know? Or are those jobs that people actually seek out?
Moving mattresses?
Well, yeah, I mean, I noticed that there's a lot of times at the Holiday Inn, there's a lot of stuff in the back by the parking lot. There's like a lot of work that people are doing. And even today, I noticed there's workers back there that were working on like just moving mattresses when they get new mattresses in for the hotel. Or I don't know if those kinds of jobs are given to people that can't find work.
Have you talked to them? Have you called down there and asked about that?
Well, I haven't had a chance to yet, but I actually had a friend who was trying to move into the area and was having trouble finding summer work. And I didn't know if those were maybe if there was some sort of like temp agency.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd say, I mean, I don't have all the answers, but I'd say maybe call down there. Or if you ever see the guys moving the mattresses?
Well, I saw some guy today. He looked like he might have been an employee of the Holiday Inn, and then he just had a group of guys that were working with him that he was kind of instructing them as far as what they needed to do.
Yeah, you could Did you think about going up and asking him maybe?
Well, he was. I mean, when I saw him today, he was really busy with individuals, so I didn't bother. But I didn't know if he was directly with the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I'd say either call down there, or when you see those guys working, ask if you can ask them how they got the job, or if they're hiring, or
okay.
You know what I mean?
Have you guys got any new books or anything that you might be able to like kind of recommend as far as unemployment? I know that one of the first shows I saw, one of the books was kind of obsolete now, and I don't know if there was any new literature you'd come across.
We still only have the one book.
Okay.
I got some cards in the mail.
Right.
That say how fast different cars go.
Oh, okay.
That's the only new thing I have here today. But I don't have.
Oh, you said cars?
Cars, yeah.
Really? I mean, what year cars?
There's some old stuff. There's some new stuff like the Porsche and.
Like how is it? It just says how fast they go.
How fast? Max power.
Really?
0 to 60.
Does it have like prices? Because I've been actually looking into getting a new car this summer.
Yeah, it does have prices.
Okay, can you tell me real quick? I mean, I know I don't want to hold you up or anything, but I've been looking at a Honda Civic.
Ooh.
Like a two-door, maybe kind of a red, scarlet red, maybe.
Yeah. Well, Dwayne.
Yeah.
I can just read. I don't have every car ever made. I can just read off what I have.
Okay.
The Porsche 968.
Okay. Is that kind of like? Isn't Honda made by Porsche?
It might be. Yeah. It's made in the USA, so probably.
Okay.
Do you want to know how much that costs?
Sure. I mean, I know the Honda Civic's probably a more expensive car, but
it's going to be, the Honda's not going to be probably just a tad more expensive. This is $55,900.
Okay, 55. All right.
55,000.
Well, I've been looking at like a two-door used Honda Civic with it has like everything on it. It has like the sports bra on the front and a CD player, and I think you can shift on the fly from 0 to 60 in like 3 or 4 seconds, I think.
This one, you probably can't see that on TV, but it's 6.1 seconds, so I guess the Honda probably goes a little faster.
Yeah, well, this one, I mean, they have like, you can either buy it for like a certain price with what it is now, or there's also advertising with like newer, faster tires, but those are a little bit more, so right now they just have them without hubcaps on it, and it doesn't look as good at all. I mean, the tires are like, they just don't have any hubcaps, and it looks like the cars has been kind of beat up, and I'm kind of questioning if I even want to get a car without the nicer wheels on it, but I don't know if I can afford the nicer wheels. But I definitely don't want to drive it around with no hubcaps on because I just think that looks ridiculous.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose of having a nice car with crappy wheels.
Right, but I mean, it has a sunroof too. I mean, a moonroof. The moonroof is like already on there, but I don't know. I mean, I just can't decide. I mean, it's either going to be that or I'm going to go for more like a Toyota van, I think.
Yeah, vans are nice.
Yeah, I mean, I'm planning a trip to Arizona for next spring break to see some Cubs spring training games, and I just figured that'd be a good way to bring some of my friends.
It's a great idea.
And I just have one real quick question because I got to get back to some of my work here. My boss is really busy with me. I had a name. You guys still have that name book?
Oh yeah, we do.
Okay. The name. I went to school with a guy, and his name was Huffer.
Huffer?
Huffer, like Huffer.
Yeah.
That might have been his last name, but people called him Maynard, and I'm questioning whether or not Maynard's even a name.
All right. Well, Joel's here.
Okay.
And he's going to look in the book because that's his expertise area.
Okay.
Maynard?
Maynard, and I've heard that as like, isn't that a kind of like? I thought that was some sort of kind of a product name or a company product name, but I didn't know if I've never heard of anyone called Maynard.
Is that with a U or with an O?
Right.
How do you spell that, Dwayne?
Mm-hmm.
Spelling?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was getting cut off there. Spelling, it's pronounced with a U, but I think it's spelled with an A. It's like Maynard. Maynard.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if that's like an old-fashioned name, and it's just not a name that's used a lot now.
Yeah. Well, this book will tell you, because if it's not in here, then it's not a name. If it is, it is.
Right.
M-A what?
I think it's M-A-Y-N-A-R-D, because that'd be Maynard.
Yeah. M-A-Y-N-A-R-D?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's in here.
Name?
Yeah.
Really? Are there any particular ways to remember? Because I know there's a lot of people that, when they approach them, I think a lot of it's because of the spelling. They're unsure of the spelling, and they're kind of hesitant toward actually saying hello, Maynard, or because there's like a little different pronunciation. You can either be Maynard or Maynard, and I'm not sure which one it is.
What?
Well, basically, the question I have is, in approaching someone with a name that you're not really familiar with, is there...
Maynard. M-A-I-N space Y-A-R-D. That's the way to...
Maynard?
Yeah.
But the question I have is, what if it's like Maynard
I'm not sure. I don't know.
rather than Maynard?
I don't know.
Okay.
There's only one spelling.
Yeah, I guess I've always been hesitant about speaking to people when I'm not quite sure their name. So, but
Yeah, a good way to remember it is Maynard. M-A-Y-N space Y-A-R-D.
and that's the only thing I get because that almost kind of gets away from next. So that's
Yeah, that's... I don't know if I like that one or not, really.
because yeah, I mean these kind of Maynards kind of sounds like I don't know if it has some sort of southern slang to it, and I don't think he's from the south or southern regions. I think he's from more like Iowa or Texas.
Can you think of any, Sam?
The only thing I can think of is Maynard with a small M instead of
Yeah.
having a capital M at the beginning.
Well, that's the question. I mean, if it's not his first name, if it's like a middle name, does that need to be capitalized?
Yeah, it's a proper word. All proper words are capitalized.
Okay. Well, maybe, I mean, I know his last name's Huffer, but...
I can look in here. I don't know if Huffer's in here or not, though. There are some last names, but I'm sure you've been to school before, haven't you?
Yeah.
I mean, you know how many different last names there can be.
Right. Well, the thing is, I'm worried about... I'd almost like to call him by his first name because I think I've been around him enough where I feel
What
like...
do they call him instead of Maynard? What's his real name?
Well, see, that's what I'm not sure. I don't know if Maynard's his middle name. I mean, I think he's had nicknames. Everyone has nicknames when you go to school because it's fun to come up with nicknames for people.
Yeah. What's his nickname?
See, I'm not sure. Mine was Hot Dog.
I bet.
So, I mean, I don't think it was anything like drastic like that.
Yeah. Obviously, Hot Dog's not in here, so.
Right. Well, I mean, no, that was my nickname.
Oh.
See, I don't know what his was. Mine was Hot Dog because I used to do a lot of kind of hot dog moves, you know? I mean,
Like what?
whether or not it was skating or ice fishing or whatever. I mean, they called me Hot Dog because I like tried a lot of new like activities and stuff.
Yeah.
So, basically,
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know what. I don't know about Maynard. You say you don't know if that
Well, see,
is
I'm
that
not
his
seeing.
real name or not. You said that's his nickname is Maynard or his.
Well, that's his. I
middle
think that
name?
might be his middle name.
Okay, I don't know what his. I mean, I can't really help you if you don't know his first name.
Well,
Like I told you, you know.
I don't know.
I gave you
It's
the
tough.
main yard.
Well, it's tough because there is a class reunion. This is the four-year reunion of the school I went to, and I'm worried that if I start bumping into these guys, I want to be able to have something in my head click off and say, yeah, that's this guy's name. That's this
Hey.
guy's name. You know.
Hey, there's a chance there's going to be name tags. Isn't there usually name tags?
Yeah.
True, there is, but you know, I don't want to be like.
Looking at his name like...
Right, I don't want to be like looking at this guy's shirt and being
Yeah.
like, hey, you know, I want it to be clicking right off, you know, hey, there's Larry, there's Scott, you know, there's Jim, you know.
Do you you wear glasses?
Right now I wear contacts.
Cause I mean, if you can't remember, go through your yearbook and try to
Well,
remember what they look like. And
Some of my yearbooks are really beat up. I mean, the yearbooks, I don't even know the credibility of the school I went to. I mean, here's to give you a hint of the credibility of the yearbooks that I'm from. They put the wrong mascot on the front of my senior yearbook.
oh yeah.
Yeah, we're the Sea Lions.
Yeah.
And they put like some sort of wolf or something on the front, and it wasn't even close to being our mascot. And so a lot of people were frustrated with, the quality of the yearbook. And, you know, to tell you the truth, I'm not even sure if I want to even look back through that yearbook and try to figure out people's names, because who knows how accurate those could be, you know?
It's hard to even trust it, you know. You don't even know if what you're looking at's right inside.
Right. Exactly. I mean,
Yeah.
it's finally
Well-
speaking to people that know what I'm thinking here.
Yeah, maybe just go from a distance and try to see the name tags from as far away as you can.
Well, yeah, the problem is it's getting to the point where it's coming up so soon here this June that I don't even know if I want to be there. I mean, I definitely want to see these people, you know. I mean, I want to know what everyone's doing, but at the same time, you know, if it's going to be
Where's it gonna be?
Where?
Where?
I believe it's going to be at City Park, maybe. It's either City Park or this bowling alley. I can't remember which one.
Okay.
I mean, I've talked to. Okay, get this. I talked to the guy. I was good friends with the president who's kind of organizing the reunion, and just yesterday he tells me, hey, you know, I got booted out. You know, I'm not even the head of the reunion anymore. Some other guy's doing it.
Yeah.
You know, he didn't even want to talk to me about it.
So yeah, my suggestion would be just to look at it from a distance.
Look at the what from a
Yeah.
Name tag.
The name tags.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Hopefully, my contacts will be. I mean, they're strong enough where I think I can see at least a foot.
Yeah, but you have till June. Go get your eyes checked.
Right. Well, you guys have been a big help. I mean, I appreciate it. You know, I think you guys are doing a great job.
Yep.
I think. I mean, I think a lot of people are getting their.
Thanks. Thanks for calling.
What? Hey.
Hey.
What?
All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
He kept rambling on there. I was like, shut up. That was a pretty informative call. It got a little crazy there. Apologize to people that are waiting to call, but lines are open now, so give us a call. You can sort of tell a format of the show, unemployment and remembering people's names, but I also, like I said before, I have a list of like probably 10 different cards here. I just brought this in to pass the time, but I also can ask people questions about it, or I don't know. But as far as, I'd say, yeah, if you can't remember names, that's a tough situation at reunions. That's why this is helpful if you could remember people's names. I mean, he's calling a little late when the reunion's in June. Possibly call a little earlier and we have a chance. As far as his reunion planner just quitting or whatever, someone else taking over, that's very susceptible. I don't know. I wouldn't even attend possibly because of that. I don't know. Has a lot to do with the people at your school, how good reunions are. But we have our second call. Alrighty. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Pretty good.
I was kind of aggravated because that last caller really pissed me off.
Why is
What
that?
he was trying to talk about.
Yeah, I know he gets off the subject. He just was going
Yeah, I mean,
nuts.
if his vision's that poor, he shouldn't be going to his reunion anyway. So,
That's very true.
I have a question about cars as well.
Okay.
Well, let me turn my TV down
All
a
right.
little.
Yeah.
I'm looking for like a El Camino.
El Camino?
Yeah, and I don't know really, you know, if I go test drive it, like how do I know if they're really trying to screw me?
Uh-huh.
Because I bought a car one time before, and I was driving down the street. It was a '81 Corolla,
Uh-huh.
and I went to get an oil change at Jiffy Lube.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think we can use names, but
Yeah, that's fine.
free advertising.
Yeah, that's fine.
And I was afraid that like something's wrong with the car, but that's okay. And the frame was all rusted out, so they told me not to drive it that long. And I was driving and hit a bump, and the whole frame cracked. So I got really screwed on this one car because it just kind of fell apart. And
Yeah.
so
Well, 81, that's pretty old.
What's that?
81's pretty old.
Yeah. Well, that's when they really made them nice, and
Yeah.
I want to get it like low to the ground and
Have you ever thought about a Dodge Viper?
a Viper.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can afford that, my friend.
Well, there's always leasing plans available. Because I'm just looking at I was looking through these list of cars here, and the Viper looks like one of the best.
Yeah, but it's $50,000, and I have like maybe $500 to spend.
Oh, 500?
Well,
Yeah, I know. I don't really know how great a car you can buy for 500.
I mean, an '81 Camino can't be more than like 1,000.
Yeah. How many miles did it have on it?
What, my car?
The one you're looking at to buy.
Oh, I think about 50.
50?
It isn't bad for 81.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, but it's kind of beat up. The guy.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, hello. What was that?
What?
What size engine does it have?
What size engine does it have?
I don't know. I didn't get into that because I wasn't sure whether or not to buy it or not. Because if I bought it and it was a real piece of garbage, then
Yeah.
dangerous. But the insurance was cheap. It wasn't. I called my insurance agent. He said it was like $50 a month. That's not bad for car insurance.
Yeah, it's not too bad. The 50,000 miles. It just seems like so few.
Yeah.
Do you know this guy you're buying it from or not?
No, I think he might be turning back this Vietnam.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It could have flipped over.
Yeah, he could have. You have to check that. But on older cars, I hear it's easier. You don't have to really mess around with it as much.
Yeah.
But here's another thing, like off the car topic.
Okay.
That reunion thing.
Yeah.
Well, what was with that guy? I don't really what's like the point? I mean, I've been watching the show for a few weeks now, and I don't understand what the point of the show is.
Well, the point of the show is remembering people's names.
Oh.
And we have a book it gives tips on how to remember people's names.
Okay.
And I think that's what he wanted because he was going to a reunion, he couldn't remember.
So how do you? Well, it's like the best way to remember names. I think that's like an acquired thing.
Yeah, I mean, see, we found this book at the library. It's called Remembering People, The Key to Success.
Right.
And it just like lists a bunch of names and then like little catchphrases to remember them.
Oh.
I don't know how well it works, but I mean, it's just something to get in the back of your head, like associate stuff with different people. I don't know.
I have a friend, his name is Adam.
Adam?
And his last name's Weber. So how would you get Adam? Like, I mean, I'd probably never forget it, but in the event I do.
Yeah, okay.
You never know.
Yeah, let me check. Adam?
Adam, yeah.
All right. What Harry says is
Who's Harry?
he's the author of this book.
Oh, Harry.
Harry Lorraine.
Oh, okay.
It's a
They're like 7 Steps to Highly Effective People, you know.
yeah. He's wrote some other books on remembering people. That's his expertise, remembering stuff.
Okay, so what does it say about Adam?
It says ATOM.
Adam, like as in molecule?
Yeah.
Very good. So, okay, but if I can't remember the name Adam, how am I going to remember the molecule Adam?
It's a good question.
You
Just
know,
when
I better ask this Harry guy that, because I don't know.
yeah, I mean Harry doesn't go into it too much. He just lists a bunch of names here.
What about Marcus?
Marcus?
That's my name, but I sometimes forget it. But my middle name's Amir.
Amir?
Well, I remember my middle name.
Oh, you don't remember your first name?
Well, I'm just saying if someone were to forget it.
Oh, how?
You know, when you're at a party and you're sitting there and,
Yeah.
hey, how you doing? My name's Marcus, and you can remember Marcus by, and that's
That's
like
a great idea.
the social thing, you know. Always looking to get some.
I don't know if I can say this on the air. Here's what Harry's Lorraine. Here's what Harry's suggestion is. Mark, is it spelled M-A-R-C-U-S?
Yes, yeah.
Okay, M-A-R-K, new word, A-S-S.
See, that's not very nice.
That is not. I don't think you're going to be telling people that at parties.
I
So
don't like that.
I don't like it at all either.
What a jerk.
I know Harry. This is the '70s. They might have been able to say stuff like that in books back then.
That still doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it right, no. But I'm saying they might have been more liberal back in the
Obviously,
'70s.
the people calling your show aren't right, so they're not like physically right. So if they get like a shot to the heart like that,
Yeah,
Mark ass, that really hurt.
it does
I
hurt.
gotta go now.
I apologize for that.
Oh, that sucks.
Thanks for your call, though.
Whatever.
Joel, I'm going by the book. I understand why that guy kind of got dejected there, because that isn't appropriate, I don't think, either, but that's what Harry says. Mark ass. I don't know. But I guarantee you this, a lot of people that are watching the show will never forget that name, Marcus, just because of what I said there. So this book might have helped, actually. As I look through this, Harry likes to say ass a lot. I don't know if he was obsessed with it or not, but it's like Oscar, he has Askar. I don't know. Oh, man. Every time I look down, I see another word like that. So I'll quit, though, because I don't want to get people negative, because I read someone's name and it has an ass in it, they might feel bad. So I'll quit, but thanks for your call, and hopefully I didn't, it's tough with, good luck with the car. I'd just say take it for a couple of test drives, take a look at the engine, see how big an engine it has, and then as far as the 50,000 miles, maybe talk to that guy and see if that guy's being honest. But, alrighty.
Do you hang up your phone?
Huh?
Hang up your phone.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't hang up the phone, so it was probably busy. So, my bad, or my dad. But, because I was thinking, why wouldn't we have a call here for 20 seconds? But that's obviously the reason. I apologize to anyone that tried to call in the last 20 seconds and got a busy signal. But, all right. Actually, I can read the cars off here, so in case people have further questions. Dodge Viper, Lamborghini Diablo, Ferrari Testarossa, Bugatti EB110, Jaguar XJ220, Porsche 924 TO968. Oh, I feel, no, sorry. It says Porsche 924 to 968. It's like a history one. I didn't even look. My bad. Man, oh man. I feel like retarded. Pontiac Trans Am, Porsche 968, GMC Cyclone, that's a truck, if anyone's interested. Call, we have a call, okay. I'll finish it off. Celine Mustang S351, and the Plymouth Prowler. All right, call here. Hello?
Hello, how's it going?
Pretty good, how you doing?
Not bad, first time viewer. I have a couple of questions first. What's with the target pictures flashing in the background?
Well, we came across a bunch of Target pictures, and I think Target's a pretty good store, so we thought we'd just put them up there and show some of the workers. This is the Coralville store, I believe. So that's just some of the workers that you might see when you go out to Coralville. So we'll feel a little more comfortable in going out there, maybe.
That's cool, that's nice of you.
All right.
Cool. Second question, what did those two previous calls have anything to do with the letter you read on the air?
Oh,
About the girl?
They didn't have anything to do with it. The show is actually about unemployment and remembering people's names.
Oh, really?
That's a letter we got this week that I just read that on the air. I said if people had any way to help this girl, they could call, but that's not what the show's about. Like, I just read this letter because that's our only letter we received.
Oh, really?
So I just read it, you know, just to be, not to be nice, but I thought it's kind of nice if we could read mail on the air for people that don't call.
So this letter wrote into an unemployment show about her problem with her boyfriend?
Yeah, I was very surprised when I got it in the mailbox. She didn't actually send it to us. She sent it down here to PATV. Well, I don't know. We have an address on the screen now for other people that want to write.
Yeah.
So I wasn't really expecting this. It's kind of a weird letter. See, a lot of stuff she's talking about, I'm not really sure what she's talking about, so I can't really help her out.
Not really much to do with unemployment, huh?
No, but I don't want to be mean to her and, you know, just ignore it. So I read it.
That's cool.
You know. So. But a lot of people are sometimes, I mean, the show, it's tough sometimes to follow because it kind of jumps around. And sometimes the callers are a little wacky, so.
Apparently.
You know?
All right, that's all.
All right, take care. Bye-bye. All right, so, yeah. There's our address on the screen. It says Synnards, I believe that says. I'm not sure what that means, but. P.O. Box 2875, Iowa City, Iowa 52244. So if you have any questions or comments, or you can't get through, you try to call and it's busy and you're frustrated, you can write us a letter. Our last letter, I was just a little off the subject, but I still like to read it. It's nice to get mail, as everyone knows. But so we got about just a little less than a half hour left. So anyone that wants to call, or the screen is looking a little shaky tonight, a little iffy. But we got here kind of late and we were kind of nervous, so it's not all up to par. But still, we're going with what we have, and hope you enjoy it and whatnot. So give me a call if you have any questions. Unemployment. Remembering people's names, question about one of our 10 or so cars here, or, yeah. All right, we have a call. Nice. Hello?
Hey, is this Sam?
Yeah, what's up?
I was just curious about your background. Are you gonna have video games back again, or?
Actually, we're working on it. I don't know if you watched last week, but
Yeah, I did actually. I was really entertained by that.
okay, yeah, we had some requests for baseball superstars.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if you've ever heard of the game, but I actually located the game, but the kid was playing a season.
That's crazy.
But we're trying to get that. I also found an Atari football game at a pawn shop. Looked pretty nice. If I can find an Atari, but we hope to have the games back. Are you not enjoying the target pictures or what?
Oh, they're fine. I just thought that the games were a lot more exciting to watch.
Yeah, they are a lot more exciting, but
Yeah, the baseball game in particular, that was really a great game, and the double dribble as well. But yeah, I was just looking forward to seeing some more games.
yeah.
I was also curious too. Are you guys having another bus trip this week?
Actually, did you go on our last one?
No, I heard about it. I couldn't go. I had to work, but.
Oh yeah, it was a great time. We went to the Cubs game. We could get another trip together. Is there somewhere you want to go, or?
No, I don't really care. I like to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Do whatever.
Yeah, because I'd like to get sort of a weekly thing going on bus trips.
Yeah, I'd love that.
Do you like? Would you like the opera maybe?
Sure. Which one are you looking at?
Don't they have like the Grand Ole Opry?
Yeah, I heard that's really cool. Actually, is that in
I don't know.
Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Is that where it is, or I don't know, maybe Texas? I wasn't really sure.
No, it's not Texas. Wait a second. Tennessee, I think.
Tennessee.
I don't know how. Would
Is
you
that
want?
in the United States?
Yeah. You never heard of Tennessee?
No. I can't say I have.
It's down by Kentucky.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe. I think they have like colleges there, don't they? Like is it like volunteers?
University of Tennessee, yeah.
Yeah. I think I've seen them there play like football and stuff.
They play all sports: football, basketball.
Oh, really?
Uh huh.
That's cool.
But yeah, I mean, that's been going through my head. I sort of want to go down there some weekend.
Okay.
I don't know. So you think you'd be interested in it or not?
Yeah, I'm definitely interested. Is there any way I could put my name down and stuff?
Yeah. Let me write it down here. And I'll write down your phone number too. If you want, you probably don't want to give it on the air though.
Well,
do you?
I don't know. I don't want people calling me up then.
That's true. I think Joel got in the back, didn't he?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, let me just write down your name then.
My name?
Yeah.
It's just, could I just put down my first name, or do you
Sure,
want
that's
the whole
fine.
name?
That's fine. I can call you later. Get your last
It's
name.
Roger.
Roger?
Roger, yeah.
Okay. Is it just me and you going, or would you think there'd be more? Like
I don't know. I don't have any friends, so. Oh, one of my roommates, I guess, said he'd go.
Okay, so 2 for Roger. What's his name?
It's Red.
What? Red? What the hell? Okay, so Roger and Red. I think we need at least probably 15 people to get a bus trip together, because otherwise it's too expensive, you know what I mean?
Well, how many did you get last week? Maybe some of those people might want to go again.
We got about I think we had 23 people, actually. The funny thing is, we drove to Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
The game was sold out.
Oh, that's bad.
So, it was still fun, though, because we drove around town. You know, we looked at the Ohio River, and we got tacos and just did some oddball stuff. But we possibly, next time we should probably, if we go down here, we could get tickets or reserve tickets possibly.
Okay.
That's why I'd like to have an exact number before this weekend so I could call down there and reserve it, you know?
Mm-hmm. I just have one more question real quick.
Sure.
Last week you were talking about how to get fired from a job.
Yeah.
And I was wondering if you could give me some help on how to get fired so I could collect that unemployment.
Uh-huh. Where you work at?
Well, I just want to say I work at a retail store.
A retail store?
Yeah. I work on the floor selling stuff.
Huh.
I don't really want to give the name of the place because...
Yeah. It's not Target, is it?
No, it's not Target.
Thank God. Let's see. You want to get fired from a retail store? I wouldn't suggest stealing anything.
Yeah, I think you could get locked up.
That's too risky.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
How about, you ever thought about maybe changing the prices around? I don't know how feasible that is.
Well, I have access to a price gun, actually.
Oh yeah, because I think if you change prices around, and eventually every time someone goes up to buy something, it's wrong. Mm-hmm. They're gonna start suspecting something. Do you work in a certain area, like a certain area of the store, like toys or appliances or
Well, I work with like TVs and
work
stuff.
with TVs?
Yeah.
See, if it was always a TV section that was wrong in prices, they could at least narrow it down to there, and they might start suspecting someone back there. You might like if
It
you.
might take a while though. I kind of want to get it done.
Oh, you want to get fired soon, huh?
Well, yeah, I'd like to get fired next week actually. So I don't know. I was just thinking I got all summer and stuff, and I don't really want to be working.
Yeah, I know,
I'd like
it's
to be
so-
making money.
It's so nice out. I mean, you can be making money with unemployment, not have to work. Exactly.
Well, I heard, was it $10, $15 you're saying, or is it more than that?
Were you in Iowa?
Yeah.
Okay. It's 10 or 15 is the minimum, but I came across. I'll see. I'll check the maximum for Iowa. It's
Well, I know I make a little bit more than that.
but still, you're working a lot harder than
Yeah.
sleep
I know,
until
that's the thing.
sleep until 3 and watching the Game Show Network, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that's a great show. Well, all those shows actually on that network are great.
Yeah, I know.
It's not as good as your show, obviously, but
Obviously, yeah. It says the maximum is 80.
really, I can make that much.
And here's what I found an interesting fact the other day when I was looking through this. It says in 1972,
Yeah.
2.7 million people, or 44% of all those who received unemployment benefits, drew their state's weekly maximum. So
So,
44% of the people are getting their maximum. So there's a good chance you get, not quite 1 out of 2, but there's a good chance you're going to receive the maximum of $80.
That's a week?
Yeah,
Holy cow, I don't even think I make that much now.
I know.
Will I be able to get that still if I don't make that much now and I'm actually working?
Yeah, that's no problem. That has nothing to do with it.
Really?
So,
All right, that sounds
I mean,
good.
I still want to answer your question about how to get fired. Have you had any ideas or not?
I haven't really come up with anything real good there yet.
Yeah, like showing up late, that's kind of boring.
Yeah, that's
skipping
already been
shift.
done. I've seen people kind of get just fired that way, and I haven't heard them collecting unemployment. So
Yeah, you want to get fired kind of a different way.
yeah, I want to. Well, I mean, I want to be able to collect too, and I don't. Maybe these people aren't trying to. Maybe that's the thing. But
Yeah, a lot of people don't even know unemployment's available, you know?
well, I do. Because of your show. But
That's why I love it, helping people.
yeah, it's great.
What about dropping merchandise?
Joel just suggested dropping merchandise.
I've actually done that before, but
They don't
kinda
fire
laugh
ya?
at me, actually, sometimes. I don't know. You know, they just think it's funny that I drop something, like carrying down a big TV and I drop it on the ground.
That's funny.
I don't know. I guess it looks funny, but it's really not good for the TV. I mean,
No.
we don't open it up to see if it's okay sometimes.
You don't open it up or not?
No, we don't. We just leave it there. So
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, I think that'd work if you dropped enough stuff in a week. But if you're saying they don't even care about that, I don't know what to say.
well, I don't know. I mean, they don't really notice some people, but I mean, you know, sometimes they do this big boom. They'll look over and they'll start laughing at me. Some of my other employees, you know.
But they don't turn you in or anything.
No, they just laugh. So
Yeah, I mean, that's the only thing I can think of is kind of boring stuff like showing up late or.
well, maybe somebody else could call in and come up.
Yeah, if someone.
with this.
Yeah, it's a great idea, Roger. If someone has a way to get fired from a retail store, working in the TV section, they could call in, help Roger out here because he needs to get fired. Hopefully, you want to get fired within a week or by the end of the week or what?
It'd be nice.
As soon as
to work
possible?
One more time this week, so it'd be really cool to get fired then, because I want to go on some trips next week, and
Yeah.
they got me scheduled to work a bunch of hours, and
ASAP, right?
yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay, so if anyone wants to call in with Roger and give any tips how to get fired from a retail store, that'd be great. So he can get fired hopefully by the end of this week. So is that good, Roger?
Yeah, that's great.
All right, and then also people calling about the trip to Nashville. Is it Nashville? I think it's Nashville. Tennessee for the Grand Ole Opry.
That's what you're saying. I have no idea.
Yeah, okay. Well, Roger's not sure where it's at, but I'm pretty sure that's where it's at. So call in and call in and leave your name and number with Joel, or you can leave with me if you have a question as well, or some tips or ideas. But so hopefully, if we can get, I think we need 17 is the exact number we need. If we get 17, then it'll be a go. All right, Raj.
All right, that sounds great.
Thanks for your call.
All right.
All right, take it easy. Bye.
Bye.
All right, so hopefully help Roger out there. I really didn't help him out all that well. If someone has an idea how to get fired from a retail store, for someone that works with TVs, give us a call down here and let us know. And as far as the Grand Ole Opry, if you want to go to that, call and leave your name with Joel and your number, or leave it with me. If you have another question, you can just say, And by the way, I'd like to go to the Grand Ole Opry, and I'll write your name down here if we can get 17 people. So far we have Roger and Red. Actually, I just thought of something. I might have to cross Red off the list because I think the way Roger hesitated, it didn't sound like there was really actually someone else in the room. I didn't hear anyone else say that they wanted to go. But so I have to check here. I'm going to check here and see if Red's a real name before I count him in here. But we have another call, so here we go. Hello?
Hello? Now, Grand Ole, can you hear me?
Yes.
Grand Ole Opry is in Nashville, Tennessee.
It is in Nashville?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can tell you how to get fired 2 ways.
All right.
Turn your employer into the Revenue Service for tax evasion. It always will get you fired.
That's a great idea.
Your suggestion on changing prices
Yeah?
is not going to work.
It's not going to work?
If you want to get arrested, try it.
Okay. But have you tried the tax one?
Well, the problem that I've had in Iowa City, and I think many of your listeners will know, is that many of the employers don't pay taxes. Now, I'm not saying you're a more formal employer.
Yeah.
Your bigger retailer stores, yes, they do. The first thing they pull out is the W-4 form and the INS papers and all the rest.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about all the Munchkin employers that are like the landlords and all of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
don't pay any taxes. Their favorite phrase of their vocabulary is contract labor, right?
Uh-huh. Exactly.
And then they pull that fraudulent miscellaneous income form on you, right?
Exactly.
And that's how they get out of paying taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Then, of course, the favorite way in Iowa City, now you can't legally get by with this in Coralville, but you can in Iowa City.
Okay.
Just tell everybody around work you're gay. They'll fire you immediately.
They'll fire you immediately?
Then you can go down to the Human Rights Commission and you get an automatic rubber stamp $2,500 check.
Okay.
File a complaint.
Alrighty. So if Roger's listening, those are a couple ideas.
To get the Criminal Investigation Division of the IRS, if you call the 1-800-1040 number and ask for the number for the Criminal Investigation Division, they'll connect you.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Thanks a lot, sir. Bye-bye. So Roger, if you're listening, he gave some ideas there. His number one, it sounded like his best idea was to report that they're call the IRS and report tax evasion. I don't know if you ever thought about that. It may work. It sounds like he's had some experience doing it, or he knows quite a bit about it. So I'd give that a shot if you want to get fired. If you call, maybe you might be able to still call today, or otherwise tomorrow, and report that, and then hopefully things will work out for you. So, good luck either way. Something in my eye here. All right, we have another call. Hello?
Hey,
How's it going?
how's it going? How you
Good.
doing?
Pretty good.
Cool.
What can I help you with?
Well, I got some ideas on how to get fired if you want to hear them.
All right, sure.
Expose yourself.
Expose yourself?
Yeah, whip it out.
All right,
Right there.
that's probably true. You will get fired immediately.
Trust me, man, you'll get fired.
Okay.
It worked.
You have any other ones, or is that?
One of my friends has got an idea.
All right.
Actually, I was going to talk about the Grand Ole Opry. I've been to the Grand Ole Opry.
Oh, yeah? Is it worth going down there or not?
No, it kind of sucked, actually. They give you a little tour about, like, the people who were, like, on there and stuff. I guess, like, I don't know, like, all these country singers and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, were, like, Hank Williams or something. And,
Yeah.
like, it really sucked. I was just in there, like, just, like, going on a, like, road trip with my friends, so we decided to come through the Grand Ole Opry. But I'll give you back to John, because he knows more good ways to get fired.
All right, but thanks for that.
You watch Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, all the time.
We were going over the history of Saved by the Bell today.
Yeah.
Isn't it amazing? Did you know they started out in Indiana?
Yeah, and they ended up in California.
Yeah, what the hell happened?
I don't know.
And then did you see the year where, like, Kelly goes off to, like, France or whatever? It's great. And then they replace her with that biker chick, just for that 1 year.
I know. Hey, you know what I thought was funny?
Huh.
The biker chick, what was her name?
I don't remember her name. She was tough,
Tori?
Tori!
All right.
Tori's her name.
Yeah. I think she was perfect for Slater. They both like cars.
Yeah.
But then Zach's after her again.
You know what I find really ironic?
What's that?
Jessie is a really big like feminist, but then she ends up in Showgirls.
Yeah, I know. That's unbelievable.
And then now we still got the new class going on.
I actually watched that for the first time the other day.
I heard it sucked.
It pretty much sucked, but it's kind of funny because they're such bad actors.
Screech. That guy needs to get a life.
I know.
Get on with your damn life, buddy.
He's got to be embarrassed a little bit.
A little bit. But then you had the college years for a year.
Yeah. Those are terrible too.
It wasn't very good.
No.
Gotta have to stick with the original as being the best.
Remember Milo?
What's that?
Milo?
Milo, the helpful.
What happened to him?
They canned him when they went to
California.
California. They canned Miss Bliss too. She's gone.
That's too bad.
Remember, as a kid, she was in. God, what was she in? Hold on, my phone.
Parent Trap.
Hey, I have a question about like these lame TV shows because like.
You're calling our show lame?
No. Your show's awesome. No, but the TV show you were just talking about was lame.
Saved by the Bell?
Yeah, Saved by the Bell sucked. But
What?
well, I mean it wasn't the greatest act. But what I was wondering was do you remember 15?
15?
On Nickelodeon? My friends don't seem to remember the show. Like I was telling them about it. They don't recall anything about it.
Do you remember You Can't Do That on Television?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Nickelodeon. That was like the greatest show ever made, probably one of them.
One of my friends used to talk about 15.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know much about it, but was Iggy Pop on it sometimes?
Was that?
Was Iggy Pop on it sometimes?
Was it Iggy Pop?
Iggy Pop was on 15.
I think. Was he like the neighbor across the street or something? Maybe that's a different show.
Oh, that was Pete and Pete, man.
Oh yeah, it's Pete and Pete. I'm sorry.
That was awesome when Iggy Pop was the neighbor, though. I remember that.
Pete and Pete's a great show.
Yeah, but do you remember 15 though?
I think I do, but I also remember was there a show called James at 15 or something like that about some guy that was 15 years old or 16 or something like that?
James at 16.
Something like that was on Nickelodeon too. Just one of my friends used to talk about 15, so I'm just telling you that I know that it used to exist.
Right. I mean, my friends don't seem to remember this. Like, do you remember Welcome Freshman?
Yeah.
That show sucked. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'll give it back to John.
Salute to your shorts.
Okay, here's one show that nobody has ever heard of, and I swear was on. Are you willing to listen to what it was?
Sure.
Okay, it was a show. It was probably on in the early 80s. It was about, I swear it was about people that lost their lottery tickets, and like this group of two guys would go around and try to find them. Like one person accidentally threw it away, and like one got stolen and stuff like that. I swear that existed, and nobody's ever heard of it. I know I've seen more than one episode, so like every show was about that. You ever heard of that?
What channel was it on?
I think it was on NBC or something. It was
NBC.
Or one of those ABC, NBC, CBS.
Really? So it was like a major like syndicate show.
Probably. I don't think it lasted very long. But
Oh, do you remember the one about Maxwell Drennan or something? Do you remember that? Like I remember that. My mom doesn't.
What was it about?
It was about this like nerd. It was like this big hyped up show. They hyped it up forever, right? Max Headroom. No, it was not. It wasn't Max Headroom. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't the computer guy. No, that was not. No, that name rang a bell, but that's just because it was.
Pee Wee Herman?
Pee Wee Herman? No, it wasn't Pee Wee Herman. Max, you remember Max Headroom, don't you?
Yeah. Would you like me to wear my Max Headroom T-shirt next week?
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Okay.
We'll tune in. Just a second.
This is John again.
All right.
What are your guys'? When is your show on? Like what time?
Right now.
4 to 5.
Like I know it's not right now, but like what days?
Just on Tuesdays.
What's the name of your show?
You earned it, and I'll collect it.
You earned it, not collected.
It's basically about unemployment, but it gets a little off the subject, obviously.
It's about what?
Unemployment.
Oh, unemployment. I just got a job.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Good for you. But see, last week we started like people called in like how to get fired, so they can still collect unemployment.
Oh.
So if you ever need to get fired.
But why can't they just? Oh, you gotta get fired. Well, shit.
Yeah.
You know what? There's a great resource for that.
What's that?
Seinfeld, where George wants to get fired from the Yankees.
Yeah.
Just watch that episode. You'll get plenty of ideas. Seriously, he takes the goddamn World Series trophy and ties it to the back of his car.
Drags it around.
And drives around the parking lot, yelling in the megaphone, how much he hates the Yankees and George Steinbrenner. I mean, you can't beat it.
That's a good idea.
I mean, take something expensive from the store, right, and drag it around behind your car in the parking lot and talk,
You get a megaphone.
Yeah, in a megaphone about how much you hate your boss.
Exactly. That's a good
Or
idea.
you can just like, you probably heard that radio commercial.
Radio gets results?
No, not that one. The radio commercial where he's like, he calls his boss, and he's like, the boss is like, where the hell are you? He's like, this is a hell of a sports car you got down here. Want to say hello to your daughter? You know, he's on his cell phone, and he's like, I want you to come back here in 15 minutes. He's like, I kind of a problem, boss. I'm 15 miles outside Tijuana. Try something like that, you know, steal your boss's car, run away with his daughter to Tijuana.
All right.
Then call him from Tijuana.
That's on the radio?
So yeah, there's an ad like that. On
Surprised they don't make it for, that worked for TV too.
It could work from TV, but it was on the radio. You want to talk? Hold on.
Hey, do you guys remember the movie Repo Man?
Is that about the computer guy that dies and he gets on the internet and can kill everybody?
No. It's about that punk rock guy who starts repoing cars, and then they like fly away in a car at the end. It's like a science fiction punk camp movie. Emilio Estevez is in it.
Really?
Yeah, pre-Breakfast Club Emilio. Back when he still had some edge. But he gets fired from his job in that movie, and all he does is just tell the boss, fuck you. That's
Hey. We gotta watch the language a little bit on here. A lot of kids watching.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, wait, one more question.
All right, our show's almost over.
Okay, what's the name of you on the left?
Which one's the left?
The one on the screen who's on the left in the dark shirt?
The dark?
That's you. Joel.
Joel.
Your name's Joel?
Yeah.
My friend Monica has a crush on you.
That's pretty weird.
Thinks you're fine. I just want to tell you
really
that.
Weird.
Do you want me to give you her phone number?
I don't think she'd like me very much.
She's really cute. All right, well, I got to go. Nice talking to you guys.
See you later.
thanks
Watch
for
next
telling me.
week.
What?
Watch next week.
Oh, we will.
All right.
Bye.
See ya.
Oh, the picnic. Talk about the picnic maybe instead of the Grand Ole Opry.
Why? I don't know. Yeah, we could do that next week.
Instead of the Grand Ole Opry?
Yeah, maybe no
Okay,
trip.
so no.
No trip this week, and then.
No trip this week?
Yeah. Well.
How much time do we have?
I don't know, not that much. We don't have very much time left, but that guy says the Grand Ole Opry sucks. So we're probably not going to do that, I guess, and we've only had 2 people. And so I think we're going to nix that idea. But we were thinking about getting the idea of getting a picnic together, like for everyone that watches the show. Maybe at like one of the parks here in Iowa City. Maybe not this weekend, but like a week from Saturday or Sunday, whatever works out best for people. But we'll talk more about that next week. And then people could call in with ideas or if they want to go and what time and where at. So just keep that in the back of your head. This clock is not too accurate. I'd say we got like less than a minute though. So hope everyone watches the show. We're going to try to get some more. People requested video games in the background. I don't know if anyone watched last week. People that watched last week, we had some video games instead of pictures. Excuse me. So we're going to try to do that. Or we could maybe get some of the movies like Repo Man. Because like we can like play movies in the background. Maybe people that wanted to watch that as well, that might work out. But yeah, I think the show went pretty good. And this is our 3rd show. We'll be on next Tuesday from 4 to 5 with our 4th show. And hopefully we're going to be picked up here by one of the major networks. And maybe Nickelodeon. That'd work out great if we could be on Saturdays, like right before Adventures of Pete and Pete or right after it. So I recommend that show. I don't know if we can talk about other shows on here, but at 3 o'clock.
50 seconds.
50?
5-0.
Okay, 50 seconds. But 3 o'clock on Saturdays on Nickelodeon. If this channel is anything good on, I'd recommend watching Adventures of Pete and Pete. It's a pretty good show. Pretty funny. But, all right, probably got 30 seconds or so left. So we'll see y'all next week. Take care.